Hey, good evening, guys. It's KB5 MIQ Big Boy, and old Chunky Monkey here, old ham radio cat, climbing around here on me. Guys, hope everybody has a good Thanksgiving. We had all my girls and grandkids in today, and they all went up to see my dad. Pam and I going up to see him in the morning, so we had a good day today. Guys, Saturday night's video, with any luck, y'all will get a preview of the new shack build. I've got the room emptied out, vacuumed out, and got a load of lumber. I plan on starting building benches tomorrow, and hopefully I'm moving partially in there enough to work 10 meters and do my video by Friday night and Saturday. So hopefully we'll have something new to talk about on Saturday night's video. Well, what we're going to talk about tonight is SKWARN Recognition Day. The National Weather Service in Shreveport will host SKWARN Recognition Day December 7th. Our operative radio operators are welcome to set up our parking lot outside once again after restrictions prevented this in previous years. We will host our SKWARN spotters and our amateur radio operators virtually over Google Meet at 9 to 10 a.m. on Saturday. We invite all of our SKWARN spotters to attend. This morning we'll have a presentation reviewing the high-impact weather events for our area in 2024, and we'll also recognize the 2024 SKWARN Spotter of the Year. Please pass this on to any other SKWARN spotter hams in your network, and that's going to be at the National Weather Service in Shreveport on December the 7th. While we're talking about SKWARN, a little history of SKWARN from my viewpoint as being a ham. Used to, we had to call everything in over the fire radio to the sheriff's office, and they would physically have to call the National Weather Service with reports. Now, it's all online. I mean, they're getting live stream instant updates. It's a lot better system than it was. But amateur radio operators have predominantly, especially in the past, been the #1 way you got warned about bad storms. There was a horrible tornado that tore up Wichita Falls back in the late 70s, I believe is where that was at. And it was actually first sighting was from an amateur radio SKWARN operator. Amateur radio SKWARN ham radio operator. So ham radio operators have always played a big part in SKWARN. I urge you to go to a SKWARN school and get certified. I got to get recertified. I went to 3 different ones back in the 90s and had my certification then. I don't know what they do now, what all they show you, but when I went, they showed us some videos that you didn't see on TV. And I had a whole new respect for flooded waterways than I ever had in the past, and showing some of the video pictures that they had seen, that they had showed from incidences they had been able to film. So support SKWARN any way you can. If you're interested in it, go learn it, and especially learn your clouds and learn to really give accurate reporting, because I'm sure it's the same today. One of the National Weather Service guys told us, he said, invariably, you're going to have that one ham that sees a funnel cloud every time they go out. This guy was a ham, and he said, I've never seen a funnel cloud. I've seen some tornadic sky, but I've never seen a funnel cloud. So be sure of what you're looking at. They'll tell you the difference, what scud clouds look like, and things to kind of tell if you're in the path of a tornado if you're not actually seeing a tornado. I know this happened to me. Where I used to live, I had a real straight, clear view back to the northwest. And there was 3 of us on the fire department, all hams that used to do most of our SKWARN. One of them was about 2 miles out here south of about where I'm at now. One of them was about 2 miles north. I'm standing on top of this storm cellar watching the clouds. The sky is turning green. It's not really raining. And I'm starting to see some kind of rotation in some clouds. Never saw a funnel, but I'm starting to see some rotation. The guy south of Avery called in and said, man, I'm in a hailstorm. The guy north of Avery called in and said, man, I'm in torrential rain. Then I remembered one of the things at that point the Weather Service had told us that tornado usually happens in a rain-free area. And I go, and I'm getting in the storm cellar. I'm shutting down. This is, and we all call that in. And it was a small tornado that went overhead. Didn't have any damage, but when you got green sky and rotation in the clouds, and if it's not raining or heavily or hailing, then you're probably in an area you really need to be careful in. I know in the early 80s, a tornado tore up Parrish, Texas, and came due east right through the middle of Red River County, and it was on the ground a long ways through there. And I was living in Kilgore, working in Kilgore, Texas at the time, living in Longview about 100 miles south of here, and I was sitting out on tailgate of my truck drinking a beer with another supervisor after work one day, and the sky turned just as green as a gourd 100 miles down there where we was at. And I looked back north, and it was black. And I said, man, I don't know what's going on. I'm getting out of here. And I went back to my apartment, called home, found out what had happened. So be real careful when you're out there SKWARN hunting. I know it's easy after seeing the movie Twister to really get into it. They brought a lot more publicity for SKWARN than what it used to be, but be a good operator, get SKWARN certified, and that's a good way to support ham radio. Guys, a big shout out to KI5 TKY, W5MAS, and K1ENT. Mark, W5MAS, give me that Heathkit SB 220 amp. KI5 TKY got it on the air, got it operational. It just needed a little cleaning, brought it up with a Variac, putting out full output. So I'm going to pick it up Saturday, and K1ENT's got my HW101. He's trying to get it going, and hopefully next week or two I can be doing a video on how to tune up old tube gear. Guys, remember Main Trading Company in Paris. They've got a bunch of the end of the year sales and Black Friday going on right now. And by all means, go to the website and sign up for Richard's email list. That way you'll be kept aware of all the coupon codes and sales that's going on. Got more used gear than you can imagine. And guys, I know HF radios are expensive, and I know everybody thinks they want to have the best of everything, but if you're on a budget, call up there and see what he's got in used gear and see what kind of deal he can make you, because they will probably fix you up with a good used HF rig. And most of his stuff will come with a 30-day warranty. Well, we hit 1,751 subscribers. Guys, I appreciate it. I enjoy doing this with y'all, and hopefully Saturday night's video will get a little sneak peek of the new shack. It's KB5 MIQ Big Boy 73.